Today we got how Waka Flocka killed his dark side. Alright, let's not waste any time. Just get right into this.
Waka Flocka recognized this early on, and after the day he
Wait.
Waka Flocka recognized this early
Listen
on,
music.
and after the day he got shot, he came up with a plan to escape and change his life for the better.
I didn't
Waka
even know
is
he
one
got
of the
shot.
rare examples of an artist who
That's
was able
wild.
to see the highest of the highs in the music industry, and it didn't come crashing down
hands.
in an all-out downward spiral. But make no mistake, his life wasn't easy. In the year 2000, his 10-year-old brother died because of a tiny, tiny decision that Waka made. Raleigh Malfers was the
Damn.
younger brother
Wait, what?
because of a tiny, tiny decision
That
Waka
changed
made.
so fast.
Raleigh Malfers was the younger brother of Waka, whose real name is Joaquin. Their mother, Deborah Antony, forbade them from leaving the house after school until she got home from work. But one dark day in Riverdale, Georgia, Raleigh promised a friend he would help him with some homework. Waka encouraged Raleigh to sneak out and said he would cover for him if their mother came home. Raleigh left and was hit by a drunk driver. It was their neighbor, who ran over Raleigh's head. To make matters worse, the neighbor was found not guilty of his crimes. Losing his brother in this manner had a detrimental effect on him. For the next 10 years of his life, Waka wasn't even sure who he really was.
I don't know who I was from 8th grade to I'm
Holy
talking about from
fuck.
14 to 26. I don't.
Luckily for Waka, he had an amazing mother, who not only
Oh my fucking god, bro. Ooh.
worked numerous jobs to support him and his brothers, but would soon network with the right people and change the trajectory of both of their lives
fucking
forever.
terrible.
Deborah landed a position with the Georgia Department of Family and Children's Services. It was here where she began to mingle with local artists such as Ludacris, who would come visit the kids at the shelter as a way to give back to the community.
That's
I started
sick.
working at Fulton County, and my whole life was just different. And then here, I meet Ludacris. Wow. I met Ludacris. But at that time, Ludacris was not Ludacris. He was Chris Lover Lover.
Yeah,
So it was Chris Lover Lover and Poon Daddy. And they used to bring all the artists that are here to the shelter for the children.
That's
Before
bigger
any
than the
artist got big, they would bring them there at the station.
But Deborah was no stranger to the music industry. Her brother Bimmy Atney was an
What's a
A&R at
Poon
Def
Daddy?
Jam, close friends with LL Cool J, and worked on projects with Mariah Carey and 50 Cent, a true OG in the New York hip-hop scene, a scene Waka's mom never planned on being involved in. In 2005, Deborah received a call asking if she could help a local rapper getting out of jail to get set up with some community service. The rapper they were referring to was Gucci Mane. Breaking onto
no
the scene in
shot.
2005 with his single Icy,
That's
Gucci was a
fire.
bubbling artist in Atlanta, but at the time he was far from a mainstream success. After connecting with Gucci for his required community service, Deborah saw the musical
Let's
potential
go.
and decided to help out
That's
his
actually
career.
sick.
Actual
She had the
visionary.
knowledge, the family
didn't know
connections,
this.
and most importantly, a spare room for Gucci to crash in rent-free.
Shout out
Not
to
long after
Gucci.
moving in with Waka and his brothers, Waka and Gucci would become very close. Their friendship would grow even stronger over the next year, with Gucci officially signing to Deborah's newly established management company, Mise Entertainment, in 2007, a company that would help launch the careers of artists like French
Mise.
Montana and Nicki Minaj just years later. Waka looked at
Damn,
Gucci
okay.
as a brother,
Montana.
and he wanted to help out with Gucci's rap career any way he could.
So I started from right there. I said, you know what I'm gonna be? I'm gonna be your assistant, bro.
Right.
I'm gonna be your security. I never knew these titles, but this is what I was doing. I was like, hey, bro, you can't even pick a bag up. You're a star.
Unfortunately, Gucci couldn't help getting
Hey,
in trouble with the law
it's pretty
and was
based.
constantly in and out of prison,
Oh.
completely stunting the growth of his rap career and leaving Waka uncertain about his future. Not wanting his family to fail, Waka decided to take matters into his own hands and get in the studio. Even though
Damn,
Gucci
he
Mane
started
straight up
rapping
told him
then.
to his face
Okay.
he shouldn't be a rapper and that he was better off as a goon, Waka
Damn.
didn't care. He had a mission to make it big. I'm also on a
What?
mission to tell you about today's sponsor, Casetify. Casetify is the world's most popular tech accessory. Designs are clean and there's so many.
Those actually look
Casetify.com/PatrickCC to get 15%
No,
off
ladies
your
and
order.
gents.
Thanks, Casetify. On
actually
January
looks sick.
14th, 2009, Waka released his debut mixtape titled Salute Me or Shoot Me. 23 songs of
Jeez.
aggressive, in-your-face trap music featuring the likes of Soulja Boy, his older brother Huda Kid, and a verse
Soulja.
from Gucci himself.
You are
Managed
lame.
by his mother, he would also join Gucci's first independent label called So Icy Entertainment. Releasing numerous mixtapes in 2009, his buzz was growing quickly. But his true breakthrough would come the following year with
Oh,
his
for
debut
sure.
studio album,
Yeah.
Flocka.
Yes,
This
sir.
album had
There's
hit
no
songs like
hands.
Oh Let's Do It, which peaked at number
Hands
62
is
on the
in there
Billboard
too,
Hot
for sure.
100, and No Hands featuring
Yeah.
Wale, which peaked at number 13. An absolute smash success for a rapper who was only in the game for just over a year.
Absolute
Flocka is an
smash
album
hit.
that many people point to for inspiring a large part of the mainstream trap sound. But before Waka could really enjoy this newfound fame and money, he was hit with a reality check like none other.
Again.
Rapper Waka Flocka Flame shot, robbed. On the afternoon of January 19th,
I didn't even know
2010,
about
the
this.
23-year-old rapper was shot
I
and
was too
robbed
young.
at a bubble bath car wash.
Wait, 2010? You say 2010? That'd be why I don't know about it. I was
In
literally 10 years
2010,
old.
the
Yeah, I was 10 years
23-year-old
old.
rapper was shot and robbed at a bubble bath
Jesus.
car wash in Atlanta. Similar to many of the tragic killings we've seen in the rap game, the robber targeted Waka for his jewelry. Fortunately for Waka, though, he made it out of this robbery alive. With only
Jesus.
one gunshot wound to the arm, that day would end up being a major turning point for him,
Jesus.
sparking him to reflect and question this so-called glamorous rapper lifestyle.
Like, I feel like that was a lesson from God.
Blaze Westwood.
You know what I mean? Because at the time, I was just like the most evilest person on the planet. Like, my mind was just devious, you know what I'm saying? I was just promoting all the craziest in life. And I felt like God had to stop me because I had a whole year and a half of my life just in fast forward. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
So at that point in my life, I was slowed down. I realized who I am, what I was, and what I'm doing. You know, when I got shot, my legal ain't called me. He ain't called me and said, yo, you okay? You know what I'm saying? That was Warner Brother. Guess what this man said? Yo, can you record?
Damn.
I'm like, what?
That's classic.
Man, they fought after I got shot. I never in my life trust labels. Because you money to them. You ain't no artist. You a golden ticket. Until your ticket rub off and the color go away, they gonna stick around as soon as your ass to them even feel like they can't make that money.
After recovering, gaining a
That
new outlook on
perspective
life,
is
and having
full
tons of
channel.
success with his debut studio album, everything appeared
Goddamn.
to be going great for Waka. But behind the scenes, cracks were starting to form. A cautionary tale of why you should never mix business with family. In May of 2010, Gucci Mane announced from jail that he was leaving his label So Icy Entertainment and cutting ties with Mize Entertainment, no longer to be managed by Waka's
turned the
mom.
fucking heater on.
Allegedly, Mize was booking Gucci for shows across the country without disclosing that he was headed to jail, and also illegally selling Gucci Mane verses, which resulted in several federal lawsuits, which led Gucci to saying the
Damn.
following: "I'm taking control of all my business properties and keeping the focus on my career, my music, and my artists. All the pieces to the puzzle are finally in place, and once I get home, it's Gucci time." Gucci Mane would then become the president and CEO of Brick Squad 1017 Records, an imprint of Warner Records, the label that Waka Flocka would sign to as well, making him one of the first artists on Brick Squad. Although Waka was still managed by his mother, this whole situation would kickstart the eventual demise of their friendship. After riding the momentum of Flockavelli into 2011 and releasing a collaborative mixtape with Gucci Mane called Ferrari
That
Boys on
song,
August 9th of that
holy-
year, Waka would start his own label under 1017 Records called Brick Squad Monopoly. He was on top of the world. He had another single in rotation, Round of Applause featuring Drake, and Waka was a mainstream star. But just as he was reaching his peak success, he was hit with another tragedy. Waka's best friend and fellow 1017 rapper Slim Duncan was shot and killed. On December 16th, 2011, Slim was at Star Studios in
Bro.
Atlanta. The whole
Bro, why is this shit so triggered by like the existence of anybody that says they have faith in anything? Brother, who gives a fuck, okay, if it's God, okay, or the golden llama, okay, or the invisible ghost, or the fucking the walking
invisible
plank
ghost.
that made him get a good lesson in life and do something positive. I don't give a fuck what it is, man. Who gives a
Real
shit,
and
man?
true.
Like, what
fellow
do I care for?
1017 rapper
I
Slim
just
Duncan
respect it for
was
what it is.
shot
I
and
don't
Believe
killed.
what you
On
believe in.
December
How does it
16th,
do? How does it do? It
2011,
doesn't.
Slim was at Star Studios in Atlanta. The whole 1017 family was
Bother me.
there because Gucci Mane had a video shoot scheduled. At some point, Slim got into a verbal altercation with Young Vito, another ATL rapper, which ended in Vito taking a shot at Slim's stomach. He was rushed to the hospital
what?
and later died. Waka tweeted, "Wish it was me. My right hand is gone." Waka was devastated. First he was shot, now his best friend was taken out. He blamed himself for the incident.
How did Slim Duncan's death affect you? I mean, I'm sure it's still affecting you now, but
Jesus.
I don't accept it. I don't accept it. Period.
like as far as like you don't feel like he's gone,
Yep. I don't accept it.
keep his number in your phone. And
Don't accept it. Can't accept it.
do you feel like justice has been served, being that the guy that did it?
I hope he win. Hope he free. Hope he get free. Straight up.
He better hope he doesn't.
I saw you put on Twitter, you wish it was you. Like,
Hey, that's my dog. Like, I made him rap. You know what I'm talking about? Like, if I would never made him rap, man, imagine, you know what I mean?
that's how you feel? Like,
Yeah.
So you feel like if you hadn't made him rap, he'd still be here.
Yeah.
Wow, that's heavy, man. That's heavy to wear.
You can hear the pain in Waka's voice. He needed to restart his whole career, his whole life. At least he still had his brother Gucci Mane, and that was enough for him to still want to pursue a rap career.
Yeah,
But
but
as Waka
still,
continued to
Jesus
get more and more
fucking Christ.
popular and began taking some of the spotlight away from Gucci, tensions would rise, and
Should have known how dark this fucking video was. We're only halfway through. Oh my god.
egos would clash,
known.
culminating in a public beef that would rip the two apart. Waka Flocka Flames officially dropped
Yeah,
off
feels
Brick
on it.
Squad 1017. Big Guwop says, "Give me an offer for this disloyal dude." This tweet from March 15th, 2013 would send shockwaves across the entire hip-hop scene. A rep for Gucci claimed that the tweet was the job of a hacker, but Waka didn't buy it, sparking Waka to respond with, "I'm the loyalest person you could ever see. I took on a man's beef, risked my life, hung out the window, risked my freedom. I never backed in a corner. To my knowledge, it ain't nothing but jealousy." Also in that same
Yeah,
month,
jealousy,
Waka would
I don't
diss
think-
Gucci at a
I don't think
Dipset reunion
Gucci's
show.
jealous.
Things got even more heated between the two when Gucci sued Waka Flocka and his mom in November of that year, stating that Deborah stole jewelry from him, failed to report tax information on her income, misappropriated his assets, withheld royalty payments, and inflated costs and record label expenses. Waka would clap back on Twitter, but also made an appearance on The Breakfast Club to air out how he was feeling about the fallout.
I want him to eat, though, you know what I mean? I don't want to be out here looking like a bum.
Right.
I don't care how crazy he doing, or I don't care if he jump off the roof. I don't give a if I catch him, it's going digital. I don't want to kill him or nothing. I just want to slap him a couple of times, like
I
a
just
little
wanna
brother.
The duo, once referred to as
Damn.
the Batman and Robin of the Atlanta rap scene, was now
What the
completely
hell?
dismantled. Plus, it didn't
Dude,
help
what
that
is
fans were
XQC?
taking Gucci's side,
Is that
since they
chicken?
all thought the only reason
Oh,
Waka
you lucky motherfucker. That looks so good.
was popular was because of Gucci's fame, and just when things couldn't seem to get any worse, Waka was struck with another family tragedy. Rapper Waka Flocka
Jesus,
Flame's
bro, we're
younger
just
brother,
stacking 'em.
K.O. Red, dies from apparent self-delete. On December 29th, 2013, Waka would lose another younger brother. K.O. was an artist, just like Waka, trying to make a name for himself in the rap game. The two of them had music together, performed together, and were extremely close. There was a lot of pressure being the younger brother of Waka Flocka
Yeah, I don't know
Flame,
about the
and
use of
sadly
Billy
K.O.
or
was
anything
also
else.
losing his eyesight. The night K.O. expired, he had attempted to reach out to his big
Why? Oh, is that what it is?
extremely close. There was a lot of pressure being the younger brother of Waka Flocka
That's the shit.
Flame, and sadly KO was also losing his eyesight. The
Hey,
night
you
KO
sexy
expired,
beast,
he had
XQC
attempted
now.
to reach out to his big bro, but now falling back into his fast-paced lifestyle, Waka did not answer the call, making him wonder if anything would have been different if he had just stopped for a second and picked up the phone.
Seen him call. I'm like, I'm like, let me call Kel back as soon as this shit over with. I call him back, no answer.
He called you before he.
I don't know who else he called, but that's what if I done picked that call up? Like, that's when I seen like, yo, this rap shit.
The loss of KO made
Jesus
Waka turn to
Christ,
getting high to numb the pain, a slippery slope for anyone to fall down. He lost 2 blood brothers. He lost his best friend that he had considered a brother, and had a falling out with Gucci, who was basically his adopted brother. Waka was losing everyone. Life was passing him by, and he had lost sight of the things that truly matter. He decided he needed to better himself. He finally had enough. Reevaluate his life, focus on being a role model instead of just a rapper, and that's exactly what he did. Waka was well aware at this point in his life how toxic and manipulative the music industry really was. Not only did he let himself get caught up in the lifestyle, he was blatantly lied to from the very start by his label. After signing for only $50,000 in 2010, Warner would constantly cover up how much revenue he was generating.
As soon as I signed the deal, it just all hell broke loose. Like the label been lying from day one. Day one.
Oh, dude, that
Like when I
chicken.
tell y'all, like I told them, like, all right,
I hate that like I'm focused more on what XQC's eating than the video, but oh my god, watch this bite.
all hell broke loose.
Sorry, this
Like the
looks-
label been lying
this
from
looks
day
so
one.
good.
Day
I mean,
one.
I would never. Who the fuck bites the
It's just
chicken
all
on
hell
the
broke
side
loose.
like that?
Like the label been lying from day one.
On the side of it, bruh?
Day
The
one.
hell?
Like when I tell y'all, like I told them, like, all right, yo, did I recoup yet? They're like, nah, you ain't recouped.
Chat.
I'm like, how?
Chat, 50K sounds small, but chat, when you have no leverage, you have no leverage. That's kind of how it goes, okay? That's how these worlds work. It's leverage.
Did I not recoup? I got 400 shows a month. A year, I mean. Every record I got was popping. I'm like, how did I not recoup?
It was acts like this that added salt to his wounds and confirmed to Waka that he was right to take his life in a different direction. Being a father figure, learning financial literacy, investing in businesses, and pursuing other passions like sports and video games being his new priority. After getting married to Tammy Rivera in 2014, Waka made a commitment to being a strong father figure in the life of her daughter Charlie, the child that Tammy had when she was just a teenager. Although Charlie isn't his biological daughter, that didn't matter. The two built a special bond, and Waka has been by her side ever since she was 4 years old. And basically after 2014, he stopped caring about the music industry. He never dropped another album, he didn't care about any fame, he just wanted to better his life. He also began focusing his time on suicide prevention and mental health awareness. Him and his mom started the No RIP Foundation in honor of his brother, which helps grieving families by promoting responsible media reporting on deaths. Investing his time in mental health awareness also helped him come to terms with the loss of his brother Ko. Tweeting this in 2020, "You have no idea how it feels to want to delete your own life, man. My little brother took his own life, man, and I deal with this fact every birthday because his birthday is a day after mine. This year I'm officially accepting the fact that he's in a better place." Because of his efforts, Waka received an honorary doctorate in philanthropy and humanitarianism in New York. Although Waka did extremely well financially thanks to his rap career, he wasn't the smartest with his money early on, which to be fair, not many rappers are. However, with his newfound perspective on life, he started taking financial literacy and business very seriously.
It's easy. Once I learned the credit game, it was over. Game was over. When I know I had all the millions and I didn't even have a credit card, the dumbest. I was like the dumbest person ever. I used to just spend money on everything. Man, please.
Yeah.
Please. I'm going to open up an insurance, put 2-3 million in my insurance, and borrow from that and put it back in.
Get your credit right. Clean your credit up. From me to y'all, clean your credit up. Stop putting everything in your name. Create a business, an LLC.
Hold up. You said get a what? I didn't get that. Write that down. Hold up.
All the millions and I didn't even have a credit card, the dumbest. I was like the dumbest person ever. I used to just spend money on everything. Man, please.
Yeah.
Please. I'm going to open up an insurance, put 2-3 million in my insurance, and borrow from that and put it back in.
Get your credit right. Clean your credit up. From me to
I don't
y'all,
even know
clean your
what that
credit
means.
up.
I'm not
Stop
intelligent.
putting everything in your name. Create a business, an LLC. Put everything in your LLC. And open up a C Corp. If you don't know this, you need to figure these
C
out.
Corp?
Yeah.
I'm telling you the
S
names.
Corp.
Get a C Corp to run an LLC. If you want to make it even deeper, go get a trust fund and run a corp that runs the LLC. You want to get even deeper, own
S
two
Corp.
trust funds for your business and your person to run that trust that runs all the business. It can get deep, my guy.
He didn't totally stay out of
Woo!
entertainment
Actual
though.
five
He was
head.
able to land a pretty successful reality show on WeTV called Waka and Tammy,
The fuck is
What the
WeTV?
Flocka, which definitely had its downsides, but at least he was able to get money while spending time with his family. We probably won't get another Waka Flocka album, and if we're lucky, maybe a single here and there, but that's okay. These days he spends his time playing old school video games, building his
shot.
farm, feeding his cows, investing in
that's
cryptocurrency,
sick.
philanthropy, and living life to the fullest. Whenever he
hell
does
yeah, that's
speak or
fire.
post on social media, it's to try to get you to learn from him and try to better your life. Waka didn't get stuck in the music industry trap. He made millions of dollars from music, but at the expense of losing loved ones. Most people would continue the rat race, drugs, partying, and pursuing a career filled with depression and satisfying others for $1. But Waka, he quit and took his life into his own hands. Funny thing is, he's richer now than he was before, and he's happy.
And he's happier.
Which one is F them? Chat. I have 0
That's
frames.
awesome.
Like, 0 frames. How? How?
Oh, it's not. It's
Beer.
Not, it just.
So why would he ever go back to music?
What are you doing? Hey, bozo. Bruh. What are you doing? Hey. Hey, bozo. You can't be there. The cat just knocked over hella shit. What an absolute bozo, bruh. She disconnected my light, too. Imagine. Bruh, I just turn around. She's got both of these motherfuckers knocked over. My light is disconnected. Both pillows are fucking moved. And she's like cuddled up in the blanket. She's like, yeah, I'm just gonna squeeze right up on in here. She said, just move these out of the way. Where'd she even go? She went up. She went up to the front. Damn, so that was a good ass video. Make sure to go subscribe to XQC and Patrick CC, yeah?
The music.
Yeah, make sure to go like his video too.